Alright, what's up everybody? Adam here, aka DrTaco1982. Welcome in. We're finally back. We're finally back with Saturday Anime. It only took 3 weeks. But we're back. And we're better than ever. And it's gonna be great. And by great, I mean it'll probably be okay-ish. Because I am really tired. I did not nap today, and I didn't sleep very well last night, and then I just stayed busy all day long. I've been working, really hard. No, I've been doing a lot. I'm trying to get more and more stuff going with my Mercari store and trying to diversify my eBay. So I was trying to work on all that stuff, plus testing VHS tapes to make sure they actually work. And just doing a lot of stuff like that. And none of it's necessarily physically draining. It's just mentally draining after a while. And like I said, I didn't sleep great. I didn't really go to bed late, per se. Hi, Keffy. How are you? Oh, my lands. The farts have been coming hot and steady for a while now. I'll count my own fart for the moment. Yes. Why would... Keffy, that's possibly the most scuffed emote you've ever made. But yeah, my gas has been passing at an extreme rate. And like I said, I'm a little tired. So hopefully there's not a lot of this game left. I feel like there's a fair amount. I don't feel like there's going to be another loop. I think we're on our second loop of this game, and I don't think there's gonna be a third loop? Or are we on the third loop? It's been so long, I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure we're just on the second loop. And the story is just getting deeper and deeper about the mysteries of this deadly game show where you either find love or you die trying. So we unsuccessfully found love the first time, and then had our memory wiped and restarted. And we weren't allowed to pick the girls we picked last time. And now we're picking different girls again. I think, if memory serves... it's been so long, I can't remember. I think this is Tara and Violet. I believe they're the girls we're with. Because the first one we did was... I want to say her name was Yuki. This is what happens when you don't play a game for a minute. It's also... not well. Okay, Yuki. Tara's the green-haired girl. Violet is the white-haired platinum blonde chick. The first time we did Yuki, which is the brown hair, and then Kat, the blonde, and then I don't think we've done anything with her, and I can't even remember her name, the brunette. But before we really get into it, I just have to share with you this amazing device I found. It's a Accutime Kids Sonic... You go away? So, why are there shoes? I didn't add shoes. My wife probably added shoes. She wants to get shoes. But it's an Accutime Kids Sonic the Hedgehog Fidget Spinner Blue Digital Watch for boys, girls, and toddlers. It's the first watch that can literally go fast. See, that's how it would look on your wrist if you have a wrist. That's how it would look in the packaging. It's got a video. Let's go. It's a nice video. Look at that spin. I was really hoping in the video they're going to spin the fidget spinner. But apparently that is not something that's going to happen, so that's a little unfortunate. Am I gonna get it? Probably not, on account of it's for boys, girls, and toddlers. It does have dual functionality. It does have Sonic approved craftsmanship. Just like Sonic himself, this fidget spinner watch embodies speed and precision, meticulously crafted for top-notch quality and durability. It's designed to keep up with the fast-paced adventures of the Sonic universe. So, oh my god. Sonic the Hedgehog popper. These are often bought together. Sonic the Hedgehog over-the-ear headphones. Sonic the Hedgehog anime bath pool beach soft I want to go see this towel. Do you think they make this an adult size? Because I kind of do want it. Oh, there's a video. There's 6 videos, in fact.
Check out this exciting Sonic the Hedgehog hooded towel wrap.
Oh yeah.
It's great to use in the bathroom, at the beach, or at the pool. The hooded towel wrap is made of a cotton material that is super soft and cozy, and it's machine washable. It's also water absorbent.
I would hope so.
It features handy corner pockets where kids can put their hands in to keep their towel securely wrapped around their body, and it is an exciting accessory that any child would love.
Hey guys, it's Jesslyn here.
Shut the hell up. Nobody cares about you.
My son is 5 and he is absolutely obsessed with Sonic the Hedgehog. So for
Could you
this
be quieter,
summer, we
please?
decided to go ahead and get him a hooded towel with, of course, his favorite character on it, Sonic. So
Towel now featuring water absorbing technology.
Unboxing together.
What'll they think of next?
So this one measures 24 inches by 50 inches.
That's roughly the size of my wiener.
So let's go ahead and check out the quality. Okay, so the first thing that I notice is the cute little Sonic ears.
Yep, those are cute ears. I can't lie.
The hood. And the next thing I notice is the hand wraps. My kids love these. I don't know if you guys feel this way, but they just love having the extra coverage on their hands. So
I don't understand the hand wrap thing.
When they're done at the pool. So let's go ahead and take a look at this nice and closely. Overall, the material itself is pretty much what you would expect.
It looks a little cheap.
It'll last definitely for the summer, probably even longer.
I don't know about that.
And definitely by far the cutest part is the hood itself.
Oh, definitely. The Sonic head.
So cute with these.
Sonic's
So
decapitated
again,
head
you can see here on the
is not
card
bad.
What your little one should be looking
Can you make that
like.
blurrier? We appreciate that.
So-
There you go.
And there's a full image of what it looks like.
That is a drastic difference in
Overall, between
quality of the image printed.
Spot for your hands and the hood. I am very happy for this product.
Why are you lying?
Let's compare these two towels.
No, I'm not gonna compare those two towels. I don't need to do that. But oh my god. 7 interactive adventures? Unlock game levels by brushing with Sonic the Hedgehog. Hold on. What?
Brushing complete. See you next time.
Can you give me a more descriptive thing?
Firefly's
Thank
Play
you.
Action
How does
Toothbrush
this
is
work?
a smart interactive sonic toothbrush
Yeah, gotta brush
that turns
fast.
brushing teeth into a game, all within the toothbrush.
Yeah.
When brushing becomes a game, not
Put it in
only
your
are children
mouth.
more
Yeah.
excited to brush, but they also brush longer and more thoroughly. Featuring Sonic the Hedgehog, one of the most iconic gaming properties of all time, the Play Action Toothbrush has 7 interactive adventures, allowing children to unlock adventures by brushing. Each brushing experience comes with music and real-time encouragement from Sonic the Hedgehog himself.
I'm gonna vibrate your mouth.
Once each level is unlocked, the child can select their preferred adventure with the controller-like up-down arrows. Learn more about Firefly's Play Action today.
Keep brushing each day to unlock more Chaos Emeralds.
Is that really safe? Is that really a great idea to tell kids to, like, yeah, kids, after you get done eating your chili dogs, brush your teeth and get Chaos Emeralds. Yeah! You can have the power of Supersonic in your hands. I was kind of expecting this to have a little more information about the actual game. So I'm a little disappointed that they didn't. It's a little disappointing. But we've got plenty of other toothbrushes for children. Where were all these toothbrushes when I was a kid? All I had was regular toothbrushes. They got 3D covers that may or may not be CG images and not reflect the actual. Oh my god. That's Optimus Prime. I am Optimus Prime, and we will all be one when you put me in your mouth. They're all soft bristles. Wouldn't it be okay for them to be medium? That's just a personal opinion. Spider-Man, yeah, I'm gonna web in your mouth. What is with all these weird... I didn't even know this was a weird category that existed. Like, what is this? Sorry guys, I know we're supposed to be doing anime, but what am I looking at? Oral health is the right of all sentient beings. You can be gold and fly once a week. That's pretty sweet if you time it right. Hi kids, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog, and normally I'm destroying machinery to get animals out of it, but right now I'm telling you to put this vibrating thing in your mouth. No, not that one you found under your mom's bed. Put that back. No, this one's for your teeth. Go Smile Baby Blue Interactive Singing Kids Rechargeable What is this?
Make brushing fun and effective with the Go Smile Baby Blue Sonic toothbrush.
It's a gamer
Baby Blue brushes and
toothbrush.
cleans teeth using red and blue light therapy. It can also record anything you want and play it back to you.
That's
With a
dangerous.
silicone tray that brushes all your kids' teeth at once and a built-in 2-minute timer, you'll be sure they won't miss a spot.
I feel like that little... Okay, maybe she's not. I felt like she was on her knees.
It's fun, interactive, easy to use, and easy to wash. For a more traditional brushing style, you have the option to switch to a classic brush head.
Oh, look at that.
Start your child off with healthy oral care habits that will last a lifetime with Go Smile.
Hold on. I got a thing. I got a thing here. Here she is. They're getting her toothbrush ready. And her mom has her favorite song preloaded. And it's gonna be great. Okay, here. Hold on. Listen. As much as I'm enjoying the sounds of Find Love or Die Trying, I need you to shut up for a second. Just for a second. For this bit, I need you to shut up. So here she goes. She's getting ready. The elites now control travel, and they can go everywhere.
You get here. Kayak. They compared hundreds of
Yeah,
travel sites to
Kayak,
find a great
baby.
deal on my flight, car, and
Remember, Kayak does
Search
not
one and
sponsor Dr. Taco. But she's got her toothbrush already. Here she goes. She's getting ready. She's putting all that toothpaste in. Look, her mom's like, here you go.
18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big haired throbbing cocks wanted to be sucked. 18 naked cowboys wanted to be fucked. Cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch on their knees wanting to suck cowboy cocks.
Yeah, Mom. Play it again. Play me my favorite song again. No, honey. You only get to brush your teeth once a day. Well, twice a day. Once in the morning and once at night. Listen, it's not my fault that's her favorite song. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? I didn't choose it. I didn't choose it. Got any other weird children's toothbrushes? Uh-oh. Pretty mixed reviews. Not very good. Oh, that's cute, though. It's only $10. You know it can't be that good. NES coasters. This is based off our pre... Don't look at those. Don't look at those. That's just smut. Don't look at those. Alright. I think that's enough. I think that's enough. I think that's enough. I think that was enough filibustering, as they say in the industry. Is that what they say? Is that a thing they say? But welcome in. Now we really are going to try to find love or die trying. I made a little goal. It's a secret goal that the wife doesn't know about. She's been working really hard, and she's going to be working even harder over the next few days. Oh, and I'm just going to get farted on immediately.
Number 5?
Why you gotta
I've been
fart on
tooting
me?
for Jesse.
Why you
He
gotta fart
loves
on me
it.
right when I'm trying to say something.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Oh, Lord have mercy.
The farts. Nah, you're good. You're good.
Wow.
I just feel like this is the second time I was getting ready to start something, and you were like, let me play the montage.
It was.
Now. But it's okay. It's okay. People
that sound was not
people love the
muffled by
montage,
anything.
so it's okay. I can't
was
blame you for playing the
factory directing
montage.
Oh, Jesse, if nothing else.
Wow.
I mean, it's no Gilbert Godfrey, but it's not bad.
Oh, it smells so bad.
That's one for the highlight reel.
That is one for the highlight reel.
Oh, yeah. Well, my opinion is the killer
command
played
for
like
this.
this.
Oh. Excuse me.
Hoo-wee!
We've started making some headway on the
God!
Give
Yeah,
me money.
Wow. Oh, okay,
Money
calm
me.
down.
Money now. Me a
Well,
money
I don't know
needing
why
a
that
lot
didn't
now.
change. We fixed that actually, but I still appreciate that.
Did you just shit yourself?
You are so disgusting.
Apparently, I have to go into Streamlabs and edit the thing. Do you want more? Do you want more? Sounds for your ears. I can give you one
Are you
more.
running back in the room?
Hold on. It might be disappointing, but I'm gonna try and give you one more.
That is primo number 1 to put into the fart compilation.
That one did not sound very disappointing to me. I feel like that one was pretty quality. Go ahead and click on one of these bad boys real quick. Alright, let me go over here real quick. All widgets. That was a $10 fart. That's what we do, baby. That's what we do. We do $10 farts around here. Where is... If I click settings. Oh, Streamlabs. Are you gonna make me go to Stream Elements? Because I've kind of been liking Stream Elements for what little I've been using it with the sponsorships and stuff. I'm a beer and a half in. I shouldn't be slurring this much. But no, my wife is doing a lot of work. She's actually going to be going to a store that's like a couple hours away to help them for a couple of days. So she's pulling like doubles and stuff like that at work, and she really wants to go to this hot pot place that just opened. And right now we're kind of scrambling to get... I'm sorry, Thor and Loki, I didn't mean to do that to you. We're scrambling to get money together for our rent and stuff like that, so we don't really have the extra money to do it. So I just made a small goal, just to be like, hey, if you guys want to be cool, be cool. If not, it is what it is. I'm just throwing it out there. It's to help her out. We are still running our puzzles and survival. As you can see, we've got... I'm going to make it a little bit bigger real quick, just so we can look at it. We've got some good stuff going on. We've already had 4 of 8 people reach headquarter level 5. We've already had 2 of 4 people rally and attack. And nobody has drawn a 5-star hero yet. The 5-star hero thing, I think, is going to be a bit of a stretch. Because it only lets you summon from, like, the 5-star pool. And I think it's 3 through 5-star characters. But it's only, like, once every couple of days. So I'm like... They want you to put money into this one. Now, if it was the Raid Shadow Legends one, I probably wouldn't be as adverse to it, because they actually had like a clause in the Raid one that if you buy one of the diamond packs or whatever, they actually reimburse you at the end of it. Have I ever done Stream Raiders? Yes, I have. I just haven't done it in ages. I enjoyed it a lot, but it was one of those things where it's like, it kind of felt distracting. But it was like, it was a lot of fun. It just, like I said, at times it just felt a little distracting, because like you'd be in the middle of something, and then all of a sudden it would be like, you need to go to the raid, and it's like, I'm kind of in the middle of a fight here. Like, I get it, but it's like, I'm kind of in the middle of doing something here. I don't want to bring the main reason of the stream to a screaming halt so I can do that. Now, if you're doing a just chatting stream, that I kind of can get a little bit better, because it's a little more open flow. But it's like, if I was doing something like Elden Ring and then Stream Raiders, I don't think that would go hand in hand very well. But how's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing on this wonderful Saturday of anime? Hashtag save anime girls. Because if you go to Steam and you look up what some of these anime girls have to go through, some of them are not living their best lives. That's all I'm gonna say. Some of them are not living their best lives. And that's why at another stream we decided hashtag save anime girls, okay? Because exactly, Captain Rapone, save anime girls. Hashtag save anime girls. Use that. Use it on X. Use it on Instagram. Wherever hashtags are permissible, save anime girls, okay? Because the images I saw, no anime girl with 3 orifices should have 6 entrances, if you understand what I'm saying. But okay. Speaking of anime girls, it's time for Find Love or Die Trying. When last we played, I don't remember. I feel like we were coming on their faces, and we were getting towards the end of the week, and I can't remember exactly. I think we're getting down to the point where I'm going to have to pick between the 2 girls again, and if memory serves, I'm pretty sure these were the 2 girls we picked for dating this week, because this was the first 2 we did, and I'm pretty sure it was these 2 for the second, because I know we had a baking thing with her in the kitchen. Oh yeah, and then we had the VR gaming session with her. So yeah, it's these 2. And my farts tonight are just going. I remember everyone turned into zombies, and then there was a very, very loud minigun which somehow fixed everything. Yes, there was the minigun antitoxin or whatever. I remember that now. Yes, thank you so much. I kind of forgot about the whole minigun situation. So I appreciate you remembering that. Yeah, they got turned into some sort of weird zombies because reasons. I really don't remember what the reasons why were. I walked down to the kitchen where the girls are having breakfast. So, how was the date? Yeah, oh, her name's Allie. Oh, I thought her name was Kat. Oh, is Kat the main lady and I'm stupid? That's Allie. Oops. So Allie, Yuki, Scarlet, Tara, Violet. Yeah. Yeah, tell us. Tara was furiously scribbling down notes with the title War Plans in bold. It was really quite nice. We actually made this cake and the cookies yesterday together, Taco and I. I hope you all enjoy it. They're amazing, Violet. Thanks for making it for... I can't remember how I did her voice, so bear with me. Thanks so much. They're so delicious. Tara scribbled, War of Attrition is likely not an option. What are you writing there, Tara? Nothing. So, how come there's cookie batter everywhere? No matter where I look, I can see batter on every surface of the kitchen. It wasn't just the batter. Violet and I had knocked over quite a few things in our firefight. That's... You sure it was just bacon together? Aw, I thought it was more than that. I charaded as if I was heartbroken. Kind of like that. I gotta hand it to you, Violet. I didn't think you had it in you. Hubba hubba. What? No, nothing like that happened. Allie and I laughed and made finger guns at each other. Oh, Yui. Her name is Yui. I knew there was a U-Y and an I in there. I don't get it. That's 'cause you're a good person, Yui. I think what Allie... their voices are all mixed up. I apologize, everyone. She's supposed to be Southern, or at least that's the way I've done it, and I don't know what her voice is becoming. I did her as like a smarmy voice / California girl at first, and it was a weird thing, so I'm just sticking with the smarmy sounding. I think what Allie is trying to say is that Violet and Taco... Allie stuffed a cookie into Scarlett's mouth before she could finish her sentence. Oomph! Wow, these cookies are pretty useful. You gotta teach me how to make these sometime, Violet. It would be my pleasure, Allie. Ooh, teach me too. Why should Taco have all the good stuff? We spend the rest of the morning fooling around in the kitchen, just like we did last night. Finger guns for the folks at home. That's Cat. Good morning, Cat. I've been looking for you. I feel like the game is like super duper quiet. I'm gonna turn it up just a little tiny bit. Ugh, not so loud, please. My head's killing me from all that wine last night. I still had to edit our broadcast after that, which didn't help. Somehow, the scene feels familiar. Something tells me that my chance of surviving goes down for every open bottle of alcohol on the island. Maybe I should spend today reenacting Prohibition instead of going on a date. You do know how Prohibition ended, right? Anyway, back to the brass tacks. Yesterday's second date with Violet went really well. Let's keep striking the iron while it's hot. Which soulmate candidate will you be going on a second date with today? Oh, Tara and Scarlett. Oh, interesting. So was I dating all three this week? Boy, my memory is so fuzzy of this game. Let's go with Tara. Alright, sounds like a plan to me. I think she's working on something in the mansion. Lead the way. Tara was VR, Scarlett was Oops, all zombies. Yeah, I for some reason I thought that was just her working on a memory pill or something for me because I had amnesia at the start of the week again. I knocked on the door to the games room. Hey Taco, what's up? I thought I'd check in and see how you're doing with your game. Let me show you what I'm working on then. Tara handed me her game device. Not all the art's ready yet, but I'm hoping it'll be done soon. It's a farming game. I had to ditch the pigeon dating idea after, well, finding out it was already done. That's really a shame. For the whole world, really. But in this game, you get to live in a village out in the country, make friends, raise crops, and decimate all the invaders with your giant mecha pigeon death machine. And there's 1 million possible weapon combinations, and... that sounds different. According to Lolly, the pigeon dating game is actually kind of fun. I've played some of Howtiful Boyfriend. It is a very interesting game, to say the least. I did not enjoy my time playing it. Let me put it to you that way. Wow, that sounds different. I don't know what to expect, but I'd love to play it. I'm curious, how come you decided to make a farming game? Good question. They've just got a special place in my heart. I used to just play these morning till night every day. You can probably tell I'm not really a go out and party kind of person. To be honest, I don't know enough people to go to parties anyway, but whatever. Sometimes it's more fun to just do your own thing. Hey, it's your choice on how you spend your time. Yeah. Hey, it's your life. It's your choice on how you spend your time. Just do what you want, you know? That's pretty much how I feel about it. Enough talk. Try playing it. I want to see how you feel about it. Alright, here we go. The title screen displayed with a click. Star Blue Valley. That sounds oddly familiar. I was a mecha pilot who got tired of life in the mecha corps and decided to move out to the country to become a farmer. I was a pretty one at that, and I was also a pretty good one at that. Every season, I'd learn to plant, water, and harvest new kinds of crops. Tara would give me advice for farming in every season. Her face was so close to mine. She'd watch my every move with a pensive expression. Did you prematurely add a stroke? Farming and fishing felt great, but fishing was almost impossible to do at first. I agree. I feel like fishing is impossible to do in Stardew Valley. I hate it so much. The mecha parts of the game felt incredible. I had a feeling there was one coming. Well, it was accurate. You could even get to know the villagers and have relationships with them too. There was just one thing that was a bit weird. First, wow, what you have so far is incredible, Tara. You think so? Yeah, really. It's incredible. I never thought you could combine farming and being a mecha pilot in the same game, but you did it just fine. Thanks, Taco. That's nice of you to say. There's just one thing I think was a little off. What's that? Any feedback would be great. I feel like the relationships in the townspeople were a little weird. The dating aspects didn't really feel right. I knew you'd notice that. It's kind of embarrassing, but I've never actually dated before, so I have no idea what it's really like. And to be honest, I've never really had a friend either. If it's not too much to ask, her voice suddenly reduced to a whisper, maybe you and I could be friends? I'd be honored to be your friend. That said, please don't trap me in a video game again. Sorry, what? Anyway, watching you play gave me some ideas. Wanna help me with testing them? Sure, I'd be happy to help however I can. We'd both suggest ideas, she'd implement it, and we tested it together, and repeat. It just kept getting better and better. Tara's smile and enthusiasm was contagious. I couldn't help but be excited for her and on awe of her drive. I just developed a lisp during that sentence. We spent the rest of the day working on her game, but it only felt like minutes. I'm just glad it wasn't another virtual reality game. Wasn't much of a date. Seems like a nice night for a walk, but a terrible night for a curse. Oh, that's 2 nights in a row. I can't use the same jokes. Oh, hey Taco. What are you doing out here? You going out for a walk? Care to join me? There's words that were not there that I read. Sure, why not? I got a few minutes. How about we do a circle around the mansion grounds? Sounds good to me. So, how'd your date with Tara go? Are we already back to our daily interviews? Did the island run out of wine? That's wholly unrelated. But yes. Anyway, my date with Tara today was awesome. I have to admit, Tara is very different from my initial impression of her. I feel like I'm seeing the real her now, and I like what I'm seeing. I like the sound of that. Who would have thought you'd say something like this after your unique first date, Life sure is funny. Keep it up with what you're doing. Our ratings have only been climbing higher and higher every day. But it's not time to celebrate just yet. I know, don't worry, I'm sticking to the plan. That's good to hear. Seriously, if you get yourself killed by not following the plan at this point, you deserve it. Looks like we finished our walk. Anyway, I gotta get back to work, but it was a nice break. Night, Taco. Night, Cat. I walk back to my room and poop on my bed. Wait, plopped on my bed. Dope. Time to get some shut-eye. Or shit-eye. The scent of something delicious being freshly baked wafted through the kitchen. It's just the two of us. Looks like this batch didn't turn out well either. She frowned. Hey, on the bright side, I can at least tell it's bread this time. Uh-oh. That wasn't the right thing to say. It has been a while since I've done this. Sorry, Taco. I wanted you to have something good. I reached for one of the pieces of bread. Wait. I'm sure it's... I took one bite, then wolfed the bread down like it was the last of its kind. It's delicious! I reached for another to prove my point. You really mean it? I took a moment to wolf down the second piece. Cross my heart. You're just saying that. She smiled. Ah, that's the moment I've been waiting for. She hugged me with all her might. But I love that about you, you know? I love you, Taco. I held her tight. I love you too. For a moment, the whole world was just me and her. And that was all that mattered. What I wouldn't give to have you back like this. So I'm guessing that was some sort of memory. I'm assuming with Violet, but I never know. The girls and I kicked off our morning by testing out Tara's game together. It was multiplayer now, so we could all play together in the same world. I was, for some reason, the sentence was just befuddling me. I thought it was saying this game with its own share, but no, it's just this came. This came with its own fair share of consequences. I said, cover me, or you'll have to finish making dinner yourself. I'm trying. There's just too many mutant vegetables attacking. Yui, I need you to cover me. Where are you? I'm sorry, it's the mayor's birthday and I can't decide which berry to give him. It can wait. But then I won't get bonus points. Come to think of it, I think we're running low on tomatoes and carrots. Do you need any, Violet? We have enough to survive the winter, but more supplies are always welcome. I'm on it. Well, the game's definitely gotten more exciting. I wanted for them to test the relationships, but maybe that'll have to wait a bit. I guess we'll see next time? Yeah, next time. I can't wait. We spent the rest of the morning playing Tara's game. I can't get comfortable, guys. My chair is really reaching the end of its lifespan. Morning, Taco. How'd you sleep? Pretty well, considering how you edit the footage that keeps me alive. Drunk? That sounds like a win-win to me, if you ask me. Can you believe it? We're already on the 6th day of the show. Is it already? Time sure goes by fast. No kidding. Anyway, it's time to wrap up Phase 2. You just need to go on a second date with your last soulmate candidate. Shouldn't be too hard, no? Please don't jinx me. Break a leg! Seriously, actually breaking a leg would be a lot better for you than messing up today's date. Not helping, Cat. Time to get today's date started with none other than my third soulmate candidate, Scarlet. Who I think I probably find the least interest in out of all the girls. I mean, that's kind of mean. I don't know. I just feel like all the personalities we've run into, hers, for whatever reason, I find the least interesting. And I'm just not really sure why that is. I found Scarlet out for a stroll outside the mansion. She seemed a little down. Oh, she must have just heard me talking about her. That would explain that. Uh-oh. Hey, Scarlet. You doing okay? Oh, jeez. Oh, it's just you, Taco. You almost gave me a heart attack. Sorry, I didn't mean to. It's, not your fault. I'm just a bit on edge after the whole zombie date thing. Whatever it was. I guess I'm feeling a little sad about all that. Why? You saved everybody. We wouldn't have needed to save anybody if it wasn't for me. At least you fixed the situation. Hey, at least we don't have banana zombies running around anymore. Without your help, they'd still be running rampant. Still, they wouldn't have been running around in the first place if it wasn't for me. Well, that's true, but hey, makes for great TV. Which, inadvertently, is pretty good for keeping me alive. But I'll keep quiet on that. Besides, you did it because you were trying to help me get my memories back. That means more to me than I can say. I'm sorry I couldn't do it. If it's okay with you, I'll try again, and I'm sure this time... let's not worry about that for now. Thanks, though. I appreciate it. For now, I just want to get you know you better, Scarlet. Who is your daddy? What does he do? We got interrupted last time, to say the least. Care to join me in making up for some lost time? That would be fantastic. There's somewhere I'd like to go if that's okay with you. Lead the way. You won't regret it. At least, I think you won't. Should I be worried? Come on, let's go. She grabbed my hand and pulled me along with her. Who could say no to a girl who could turn you to a zombie? I guess that makes sense to an extent. Behold! There's a nightclub in the mansion? There is now. I made it myself. Granted, I use it more as a testing ground than a nightclub, but the staff really wanted something to blow off steam in. Or they said cream. I'm not sure which. I misread it a little. And okay, I cheated a little bit. I made a robot that made the nightclub for me, but it still counts. I think you're probably the first person ever to say something like that. Also, I didn't know you knew how to build robots. That's amazing. Hell yeah, it's cool. I get the feeling that building things to make people happier was what I enjoyed the most before I came here. What do you mean by that? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Actually, maybe you're the one person that would. Maybe it's worth a shot. Could she be like me? There's so much of my life I can't remember for some reason. I couldn't help but raise an eyebrow. Can you smell what the Scarlet's cooking? There was a lot of broken people after the war in New Asia. Not just broken bones and missing limbs, but shattered minds. People trapped in their own heads. I was told I had a gift for research. A gift that might help those people be able to reclaim their lives. So, I finished school early, got my PhD. I led a task force dedicated to helping the survivors. We helped them to forget their most painful, most traumatic memories and move on. You got a PhD, a pretty huge dick, high five, boom. It was my life's work, you know. But now, I can't remember what it was, how it worked, if we even got anywhere without research. And then the island people stole her research and brainwashed her. Did Charlie just inadvertently spoil the game? Is that a possible outcome for this situation? It seems reasonable. It does seem reasonable. To be completely honest, I can't really remember how I got here either. I'm sorry to ask, but how on earth did that happen? If I knew before, I definitely don't know now. Maybe testing got dangerous and I wasn't willing to test on someone else. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. And the crazy thing is, I went from that to being on some kind of dating show? What the hell? I guess it does sound pretty weird. And the idea of getting married in 1 week? Who wrote this? An idiot? I couldn't help but laugh. Ha 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 ha. But what do I even have to lose at this point? I wouldn't look at it that way. I can't remember anything either, but I'm alive. As long as I'm alive, I've got everything to lose and I've got everything to lose and everything to... As long as I'm alive, I've got everything to lose and everything to gain. Why do I feel like that sentence is just dumb? An optimist, huh? That's worth something. I guess you'd understand better than anyone. What do you plan to do after this is all over? Honestly, I don't know. I want my memories back, but if I can't get them back, I just try to make the best of things. That's some plan. I'm still working the details out. Give me a break. At least you remember some things. I couldn't even remember my name at first. You got me beat there. We talked for hours about how we both felt about our situations. The good things, the bad things, and forgetting who you are. We laughed about forgetting the embarrassing moments that probably plagued others for a lifetime. We lamented the moments that truly made life worth living, the moments that made your life feel unique. It's nice to have someone that understands. You know, I've got a silly idea if you're interested. Let's hear it. Getting engaged in a week is stupid, and a person who'd agree to that is even stupider than that. But I think I'd say yes if it were you, Taco. If only to see where life goes with someone like you. That's... Shh. Let me finish. Regardless of who you ask on the last day, I'd like to be your friend in the times to come. If you'll be mine. I can't remember the last time I had a friend to just talk to about how I feel. I think this was the first time that I felt a little better about what happened. I want you to feel better about the past too. I don't want you to feel alone in this world. It's sad enough, you know. And maybe I'm just being foolish, but who knows? Maybe if we're still in each other's lives after all this, we'll be able to help each other take back the lives we wanted. Why is my eye burning so much? Bruh. It is bad. Uh-oh. Guys. This is what's known as an eyelash in the eye all of a sudden. I got a rogue eyelash. I think I got it. Boy, howdy, did that start feeling unpleasant. What do you say? I was thinking the same thing, Scarlet. I'm glad, but, how to say? I'd still prefer it if you pick me. What can I say? I'm a bit competitive. On second thought, I'm very competitive. Just saying, But of all the girls, I'm the best educated, had the most illustrious career, won first place in the National New Age of Science exhibition, and... I laughed out loud as she listed her accomplishments one by one. She made angry faces at me in mock anger. But most of all, I want you to have a happy life, and I think someone else might get it wrong. We spent the rest of the evening enjoying each other's company. The laughter and smiles never stopped, and she never let go of my hand during our walk. If my right eye could stop burning, that would be fantastic. I'm feeling a little bit of the late night munchies. Guess I'll go head downstairs. I walked to the kitchen and opened the fridge. Sweet! There's some leftover cookies that Violet and I made together. I grabbed a few and wolfed them down, because I apparently don't know any other verbs for eating than wolfed. Delicious. Got a case of the midnight munchies? I figured I'd do my civil duty and help finish the cookies Violet and I made. Right. Only a good Samaritan would finish all the cookies, so no one else would have to make that sacrifice. I'm just too good of a person, I know. It gets me in trouble sometimes. Anyway, I've been meaning to talk with you. What's up? How'd your date with Scarlett go today? I'm gonna say awesome just for the heck of it. It was amazing. I feel like I really got to know the real Scarlett today. And for the first time, I feel like I've truly been understood. I'm glad to hear that, Taco. Really? Scarlett puts on a front that's nothing like how she really is. I'm glad you can see behind it. She must really trust you. I'm glad she does. Believe it! More importantly, though, Scarlett's fanbase has been ravenous for new content. From what I saw, you delivered today. I'm a solid 85% sure you won't wake up in a torture chamber tomorrow morning. Good job, Taco. Thanks. Well, that should be enough footage for today. Thanks, Taco. You'll be happy to know that Phase 2 of the plan was a smashing success. That's great to hear. No kidding. The love square? It's got viewers on the edge of their seats. You've actually broken the record for ratings on a killer dating game show. It's not as niche as it sounds. Do I get a plaque for that? This has got to count for something somewhere. We don't have it printed yet, but I've prepared your tombstone in advance if you're looking for a souvenir. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Kat. Let it never be said that I am anything but supportive. Anyway, we're on to Phase 3. It's pretty much the same as Phase 2, except with third dates this time. And one caveat. Well, what's that, Kat? I'm sure you've got a favorite in mind between the 3 girls you're dating now. If you want to maximize your chances of getting out of here alive, save the best for last. It gives audiences something to look forward to. Sounds good to you? Makes sense to me. Good. That's all for today. I'll see you later. Night, Taco. Good night, Kat. And thanks for the help till now, Kat. I realize I'd probably be screwed without you. Don't thank me yet. Don't thank her at all. If only I knew what I knew then that I don't know now and could know, so then I did know that I knew what I didn't know. You know? I walk back to my room. Time to get some shut-eye. Again, same joke. So, what's this supposed to do? It's only a prototype, but technical details aside, you can think of it as a memory rewriter. So it rewrites memories? Pretty much. Think of it like a surgeon's scalpel. With it, you could make someone forget things as big as who they are, or something as small as a specific conversation. So if you use this on someone, anything's fair game. You could erase anything you wanted. Exactly. Well, maybe it's not really a scalpel since it comes with a reset button. It's sad though. This was supposed to help people after the war. I was supposed to help people after the war. I'm sorry, Scarlet. Don't worry about it. I may not be able to help them, but it doesn't mean I can't help you and your partner escape from this madness. Thank you. Really. Thank you so much. I know you're taking an incredible risk for us that honestly, most people would never. Don't mention it, Taco. It's what I do. If they manage to trace it back to me, then I'll accept whatever comes. It'd be the first time I help somebody in quite some time. Scarlet. The boat is just past the woods behind the rocky enclave near the beach. Enclave, enclave. Enclave, enclave. Guys, which one is it? It won't be there forever, so act quickly. It'd be suicide to go for it during the day, so I recommend heading there near midnight. Thank you, Scarlet. You sure you don't want to come with us? Someone has to Someone has to stay here to help the people that fall in this spider's web. I've only heard it long A. Enclave. Enclave. Thank you. That's what I'll go with then. You don't have to be so noble. I envy her, you know, to get to leave this place with you. But someone needs to stay here to do what's right. So, yes. Scarlet is definitely the creator of the machine that is rewriting the memories every single week. And it looks like she may have been more involved with it pre-production or like pre-incident. It looks like they may have like memory wiped her and turned her into one of the contestants because she was trying to get people off the island. So there's this tangled web it's weaving gains more and more rings. What would you consider like the additional like outlining of a spider web? It probably has a specific name, but like ring is the only thing that really comes to mind because like it kind of works in a spiral fashion and makes like rings around the main part. So that's just kind of where my brain went with it. The next day, I woke to the sound of an explosion outside. I ran outside as fast as I could. What the? The first thing I saw was Scarlet and black smoke emanating from the ground near her. Oh, hey there, Taco. Nice weather we're having, huh? Hey, Scarlet, you okay? I'm pretty good, all things considered. I've been experimenting again on trying to bring back people's memories without the whole monkey zombie bit. I figure if you and I ever, well, you know, I want us to know everything about each other. No secrets. I'd like that, Scarlet. Thanks. I'll let you know if I make any progress with that. Ugh, I gotta clean this up. Give me a minute and then we can head to the forest. I've been meaning to spend some time there since we got to this island. Sounds good by me. We walked together through the forest, hand in hand. Talking about things we do after we got off this island. Talking about everything and anything. After we're off this island, whatever happens, do you maybe want to catch a movie together? Sure, but why a movie? You can laugh, but there's a part of me that just wants to be a regular girl for a day. That's something I could never forget. And I'd like it if I could be that way with you. What do you say? I'd like that. Yay. Scarlet did a little dance of happiness. We spent the rest of the morning together in the woods, enjoying each other's company, and maybe a little more than that. Somehow, in the middle of it all, I forgot what kind of a show I was on in the first place. It was just me and her. In this moment, more than ever, I was glad to be alive. Something just flew in front of my face. Morning, Taco. Let's kick off phase 3. Hopefully, we can wrap this up quickly and you'll be back to your old life soon. I better be. As nice as this island is, it's a gilded cage. You'll be able to get back to your old life soon, that's a promise. Well, unless you make a mess out of your next 3 dates. I can't help you there. But assuming you do, you'll get to leave here with one of the 3 girls you're dating now. But first, it's time to pick which of them you'll be going on a 3rd date with today. I reckon I shouldn't go with Scarlet again, because they're probably not going to want to see back-to-back of the same girl, even if Scarlet's audience was clamoring? They could have been clamming for it. Let's go with... I'm going to save Tara for... No. I'm going to save Scarlet for last, because I'm curious to see if there's more, like, memory wiping stuff that's going to be talked about, and I feel like if I put her last, there might be more time for that to possibly happen. So I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to do... No. I am going to switch up. We're going to do Violet, Tara, and then Scarlet. Violet. You didn't let me down, Taco. I had my doubts with Violet at first, but now I can see why she's the audience favorite. Don't mess it up. Wouldn't dream of it. I found Violet in the same place I met her. She was taking out a fresh batch of cookies from the oven. Morning, Violet. I slid next to her and grabbed some of the cookies in one smooth motion. Ow, hot! I flung the cookie into my mouth anyway. Worth the pain. Damn, that was delicious. Wait a moment, you silly goose. Why don't you go jump in that lake? You never fail to make me laugh, Taco. I quite admire that. Filth? Yeah, it's filth in the game. I did a mocking bow with my arms behind my back and put on my best fancy accent. The pleasure's all mine, milady. Stop, you. I wolfed down another cookie. Hell yeah, brother. You do know those are for sharing with everyone, right? I'm part of everyone. What's the problem here? We laughed together at the bit we were performing. Ah, that reminds me. Taco. What's up, Violet? It's come to my attention that this show will be ending quite soon. Yeah, it is. Oh, do cheer up, please. I don't intend to feel sorry for myself. Instead, I want to use the time we have left here to do something I've always longed to do. And what's that? What I want is to go on a date. The kind that normal people go on. Oh, it's anal? Giggity. Giggity. That's a big jump from baking cookies. I'll say that. The kind I've only read about. Having a picnic, watching a movie at the theater, long walks on the beach, eating something crazy like a paint night. And then we can watch the sunset go down together. It'd be so romantic. Her enthusiasm was adorable. She was practically bouncing around the room like a ping pong ball. I think we can make that happen. Can we now? Which one? Why not all of them? She's got the most beautiful smile. Damn! Also, Captain. Come on, man. Come on, man. What have we been talking about? We can't... I can't type at all. We can't do it, man. We gotta save anime girls. Really? You've got to be kidding me. You can count on me, Violet. I'll make it happen. Yay! She did a little cheer and dance. Gosh, I can't stop smiling looking at her. That said, I have no idea what to do. Guess this'll be touch and go. It wouldn't be fair if you figured out everything. Let me handle the picnic. She pulled out a basket from behind her. Care to join me in the lovely outdoors? I wouldn't miss it for the world, Violet. Aww. She's so cute, giving me a little omelet, a little rolled egg. So cute. We walked outside for a while, then settled on a lovely spot with a nice mix of shade and sunlight for our picnic. The way her silver hair caught the sunlight, it was enough to make you believe in angels. She was so beautiful. Dig in. I've brought plenty. Please don't hold yourself back. I've got to be the luckiest person alive. Save the talk for after you try this. I'm letting you have the first bite. Should I be worried? I smiled as she mock pouted. Just kidding. She laughed and smiled as she spoon-fed me a delicious egg roll. Called it. I'm the luckiest person alive. Not just because the food delicious, but because you're here next to me, Violet. You've made this week so special. I feel the same way, Taco. And there is more where that came from. You're absolutely right. I've got something prepared for just the two of us next. You owe me one, Taco. We enjoyed the delicious food and conversation over the rest of the afternoon. We walked back to the mansion hand in hand, smiling all the while. Next stop, the only movie theater on the island. I didn't know we had a room like this in the mansion. Yeah, we've only been in this room 5 times, Violet. Are you that unobservant? I'm not surprised. Tara's pretty territorial about this room from what I've seen and heard. But right now, it's our very own private movie theater. I did a little jazz hands at the end. Violet clapped as if I had just put on a performance of a lifetime. I made a dramatic bow, then took a little look at the little look of movies that we had movies in store. I made a dramatic bow, then took... Why am I struggling with the word took? It's 4 letters. None of them are weird. I made a dramatic bow, then took... Oh, you know what the problem is? I don't say took a look. I say check a look. That's the problem. This is outside of my vernacular. I got this one. I made a dramatic bow. Then I checked a look at what the movies we had in store. Boom. Let's see. We have rom-coms, fantasy medieval movies, war movies, a few superhero movies, and last but not least, a horror movie. Which it is October 28th. I have not watched a single horror movie yet. I'm a little bit of ashamed of myself. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and be like, I'm Halloween's like #1 fan, because I'm not. But I usually partake in way more spooky movies during October, and I have partaken of 0. So it's been a little disappointing. I'll put on a rom-com. From what Violet was saying earlier, this would definitely be her favorite. I started the movie, then went back and sat next to Violet with my arm around her. The story was about a girl who moved to a place called New York to become a writer, falls in love with the boy she meets there, and eventually realizes her dream and her love. It wasn't anything special, but Violet was thoroughly entranced for the whole movie. Me? I was more entranced by her. After the credits rolled, Violet practically burst into tears. This was the best movie I've seen in my whole life. My whole life! Then how about we take a scene you liked for the movie and turn it into a painting? Oh my gosh, you didn't. Just wait right here a second. Okay. I had no idea where to find art supplies, but I knew if there was anyone who could, it was Kat. Kat, I think you know the sitch. You got some nerve putting this together at the last minute. But I like that about you. 4. Set up everything they need for a paint night in the main hall of the mansion. Stat. Oh man, I just finished my shift. Even better, you've got free time for this. And so we started painting on canvases in the main hall. I think I'll paint a picture of Violet and I watching a movie together. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's sappier. This counts, right? What are you painting, Taco? I'm painting a picture of us watching the movie together. It's the most beautiful scene from the movie, you know? It'd be a shame not to capture it. You are quite the flirt, you know that? But I like that about you. Her smile could melt the coldest heart. So, which scene are you painting, Violet? I'm drawing the scene where the girl runs out in the rain to tell the boy that she loves him. It was just so romantic. She sighed like a love-struck teenager. I could tell she was putting her whole heart into the painting. She captured the scene perfectly. What do you want? What do you want? I don't know. What do you want? As for me, let's just say I was more focused on making the people have the right number of heads, and was working from there. An hour or so later, we finished and compared our final artworks. She's an incredibly talented artist. Me, not so much. That was embarrassing, but man, it was worth it just to see her smile and break into laughter. Her laughter was interrupted by a gurgle from her stomach. Mother would punish me for sure if she heard me make that sound. But who cares now? Violet then lit one rip. It echoed through the hallways. The stink was palpable. Violet was unstoppable at this point. Is it time for dinner? I do believe it is. I volunteered to cook, but she wanted to go back to the restaurant that we went to on our first date. So we did. Apparently, she was trying too hard to be prim and proper back then, and didn't actually get to eat as much as she wanted. She ate up a storm. Almost literally. Almost. We spent dinner wolfing down delicious food without a care in the world, and laughing about scenes in the movie and our little artsy adventure. Then finally, we went for the long-awaited walk on the beach. We held hands as we talked along the... We held hands as we walked along the ocean. The waves of the ocean seemed to play music for us as we skirted by. At times, we talked without end. At other times, we enjoyed each other's company and warmth and silence. Either way, we were as happy as can be. We talked about the past, the present, and the future were so different than before because of each other. You know, Taco, if you asked me to marry you right now, without a doubt, I'd accept. I know it sounds quite crazy to say that in such a short period of time, but I just know. She kissed me passionately with everything she had. And what came next was the perfect ending to our lovely date. Come closer. Oh no. Hashtag save anime girls! Save anime girls! And just like that, that's my last date with Violet. Time sure goes by quickly. I thought I'd find you here. Why's that? You tend to come out here when you're lost in thought is all. You're thinking about how the show's almost over, am I right? How'd you know? Lucky guess. Well, it's not over yet, so don't lit up just yet. Speaking of which, how was your date with Violet today? It was awesome. Being with Violet makes me feel like we're on top of the world, even when I'm on top of her. Somehow, she takes my breath away with how cool she can be, and at the same, make me laugh like a child alongside her. I had no idea that I'd fall for her so hard after our first meeting, but I couldn't help myself. And now, what I want most is to make her the happiest woman in the world. Now that's what I like to hear! I had my doubts at first, but you two really stole the show. And with good reason. I feel like our viewers got to see a glimpse of what your lives together would be like. Maybe the mess in the kitchen won't be from dough next time, No comment. Anyway, I'd ask if you're thinking of choosing her at the end, but I'd rather wait and see how it plays out. You going to stay out here for long? Nah, I'll probably be going back inside soon. I'll keep you company till then. I figure you might want to have a conversation with someone that won't get you killed if it's not TV worthy. Thanks, Kat. Don't mention it. You know, I'm curious, Kat. What's up? Let's say I knew I was screwed. That there was no way of me getting out of here alive. That the only way left for me to survive was just to run. Would you let me escape? Of course, Taco. Thanks, Kat. That means a lot. It's no big deal. We stayed out for a little longer before we called it a night. I'm lucky I have someone I can trust on my side. Rip. Oh, how should the wicked have deceived us? Oh! Oh my. I wasn't prepared for that sentence. Waking up next to Violet felt like waking up next to an angel. We had walked back from the beach past midnight last night, so any rest we could get was very welcome. For several minutes, all I could do was watch her silver hair catch the sunlight. She was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Morning, Taco. Morning to you too, Violet. Do you mind if we just, perhaps, stay here for a spell? Not one bit. Fantastic. She rolled herself towards me and hugged me with all her strength. No take-backs. We laid together in the bed all morning, enjoying each other's warmth and company. I don't want this moment to end. I simply cannot wait till we leave here together, Taco. We will be the greatest partnership of all time. An empire like no other. I do like an ambitious woman. Ah, it's time for you to spend some time with another girl, no? Yeah, sorry about that. It's in the contract. It's no matter. To bicker about this would be fruitless. It's the very nature of this show. Do entertain yourself with whoever today's date will be, but know that something that she could offer would pale to what a queen could. Oh, alright, Violet, I see you. I see you. Morning, Taco. You'll be happy to know your third date with Violet yesterday was pretty well received. Not the highest rated we've had so far, but enough to give us more room to keep going. Sounds good enough to me. For your next date, make sure you pick someone who you think the audience will respond well to. Though at this point, I think you're in a pretty good spot either way. Tara. Man, if I'd known you were going to spend all your dates with Tara indoors, I would have just booked the mansion. But sometimes the best things in life aren't the most expensive ones. Who knew? Just kidding. You ever seen a depressed person who owns an island? Go get her, Tiger. I mean, I guess not. Although I guess Epstein must have been pretty depressed to kill himself. He owned an island, right? So, I mean, I guess I've seen one depressed island person. I found Tara sleeping on the sofa in the game room. She looked so peaceful. Maybe I'll come back later. Zombies everywhere! Ah! She bolted up suddenly. Crazy dream? No kidding. I dreamed we all got turned into zombies. Luckily, there's no way that could ever happen. Did you go to bed late? Hell yeah! I spent all night working on the game. And I finished it too. Care to join me in testing it out? I added some new features I'd like you to try. Sure, I'd love to. It looked like the same game I had played before. What am I looking for? You'll see. I started up the game. Moments later, I saw Tara's avatar run up to me. You've made it just in time. The new event is about to start. What's the new event? As if on cue, giant robotic pigeons flew from the sky and started to attack our avatars. I should have known. It's always the giant robotic pigeons. The one thing that sucks about streaming visual novels, boy howdy do I get thirsty and stay thirsty. And not just because these girls be... Wow. Ah! Run for... Fight the pigeons! I run towards the pigeons, preparing for the fight of a lifetime. Don't worry, I gotcha. Tara pulled out a giant can of pigeon repellent and started blasting away. Thank God I had my bat pigeon repellent. Whoa, I think something's bugged. It's not working at all. Guess I gotta fix that. While Tara was laughing at her own mistake, I was being lifted into the sky by the pigeons. I think I'm screwed. Where are you? Where are pigeons? Pigeons, take me high. I tried to move my avatar, but there was no way to resist the death grip of the robo-pigeon. Don't worry, they're about to fly into the territory of the maple syrup dragon. The what? Uh-oh. The screen lit up with a blast of flying maple syrup. I never thought I'd ever say something like that, but here we are. The maple syrup slammed into the pigeons and forcefully stuck their wings together. As a consequence, they started to fall to the ground at breakneck speed. Ah! Save me! I hadn't saved yet! I knew I forgot something. I forgot to add the save ability. I'll have to write that down. As Tara took notes, I rapidly fell to my doom. I'm happy for you, but if you could just for a minute... My avatar smacked into the ground, pigeon first, and instantly died on impact. Oh man, I had so much stuff. Is there at least a respawn mechanic? I've never died in this game. Of course. Just hit the retry button. I pressed the button and watched the world around me reset to the village, sans the giant beasts of death. Except now, the village seemed 10 times bigger than before. Wait, when did the village get so big? And then it dawned on me. Wait, it's not the village that got big. I got small! I took a more careful look at my avatar. I was a pigeon again. I sighed deeply. At the same time, Tara was giggling like a child. We spent a few more hours testing out the rest of the game's new features. Thankfully, there were no more pigeon Easter eggs. There's, one last thing I want to test out, if that's okay. Will it end with me getting turned into a pigeon? No. Just come with me. I followed her avatar to the cabin we shared in the woods. When we got there, she turned around, walked up to me, and held out an item I'd never seen before. It looked like a monster condom that I could use for my magnum dong. She walked up to me and gave me an item called Ring of You're Pretty Cool. What's this? Let me try to explain. I came onto the show with no idea of what it was about. Personally, I thought it was stupid at first, but hanging out with you has been so much fun. I've never really got to work on my hobbies with anybody till I met you. Honestly, I've never had someone to share all my crazy shit with, but you're different. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, you're pretty cool, and I hope we can keep doing this, even after the show is over. Sounds like a plan. I've got to say, you caught me off guard with this. Why is that? You giving this ring to me, well, could be a little misleading. You're not making any sense. We laughed together, then walked back to the mansion with a spring in our step. We played the day away without a care in the world. Well, that's enough gaming for today. You up for a movie date? Sure, what do you want to watch? It's a Hitchcock film. I've always wanted to see it. It's going to be The Birds, isn't it? What's it called? The Birds. I felt a blood vessel in my head pop. This woman is bad for my heart. But she never fails to put a smile on my face. After my date with Tara, I waited around outside till the time I'd expect to see Kat, but she never showed up. I guess she already has enough footage for today. Might as well try to find her. No one's here. Looks like the snacks from before are gone too. Not here either. Ah. Kat was at a table writing something down at a frantic pace, with one hand against her head. Hey Kat, what's up? Oh, hey Taco, I didn't see you there. How are you doing? That depends on what you're ominously writing. You look like you just saw someone who you realized was dead meat. Oh, this? Don't worry about it. Somebody's dead meat, but it's not you. Yay? I'm just kidding. I'm just fixing up some balance sheets too is working on. Being an accountant was never really in the cards for them, despite what they say. Sit down, I'll be stuck in here a while anyway. Yeah, sure, sounds good. I sat next to Kat at the table. So, how'd today's date with Tara go? It went awesome. It was nice. We didn't do anything too crazy, but it didn't have to be. I could tell it was cute watching you guys. Though, to be honest, I wish your relationship would move along a little faster. This show's not getting any longer, you know. That said, I feel like you two would make a pretty good team in the long run. Anyway, you've done great till now. I don't know if what you said to each of the girls is really true, but don't stop now. You just have to get through one more day, and you'll be able to finally leave this place. And you'll tell me what my old life was like? Of course. I mean, if I didn't, where would you even go? Fair point. You look like you've got something on your mind. I'm just thinking about tomorrow. You've been getting the best ratings I've ever seen. I just hope it's enough. The rating requirements for the last date and the last day are the highest. I'm sure it's going to be fine. Don't worry. I've made it this far. Nothing's going to stop me from making it to the end. I hope so, for your sake, Taco. So, when I'm out of here, what are you going to do? Are you going to move on to the next killer dating show? I didn't know you were my career coach. You want to know my 5-year plan, too? I get the feeling that 5 years from now, you'd rather not be here. There is no plan. I'm just taking it one day at a time. That's really all anyone can do in this crazy world. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. Good luck, Taco. You'll need it. Thanks, Kat. I'll see you later. Night. Tomorrow's going to be the last date. I'll need all the rest I can get. Guess I'll call it a night. The performance is coming to a close. The actors and actresses come out one by one, ready to take their bows. I would clap, but I'm waiting for you, and only you. I wake up on the floor of the games room. Tara was sleeping on the sofa with one hand still on her game console. We had spent all night playing games and watching movies, like it was our own little sleepover. Pigeon zombies everywhere! Ah! And then she was up. Let's hope this insane show never gets to the point where Tara's dreams make sense. Oh man, my head's pounding, but I've got no regrets. Me neither. We've got to do this again sometime soon, Taco. You bet. Is it time for you to go on a date with somebody else now? Yeah, that's just how it is. All right, have fun. Save some time for gaming with me later, okay? Sounds like a plan. Awesome. So our last date is going to have to be Scarlet. We don't have a choice in the matter. You're running out of time, Kit Kat. It's going to be fine. Just watch. Good morning, Cat. Morning, Taco. How'd you sleep? Pretty well, thanks. You bet you did. That bed is worth more than your life. That reminds me. Why can't the staff have the same kind of bed that Taco has? Do I look like I'm made of money? You literally own this island. If I give the staff beds, the next thing they ask for is minimum wage. No thanks. If you give a staff a bed, they're gonna want minimum wage. If you give a staff minimum wage, they're have federally protected workers' rights. If you give them federally protected worker rights, they're gonna want to make a union. It's a slippery slope. Never give your employees beds. He walked away. So, how about that 5-year plan, huh? Maybe the brothers were onto something with this whole accounting thing. Anyway, it's time for your last date with your last soul king. Boo, 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 boo. Scarlet, you ready? It's time to make or break. I'm as ready as I'll ever be, Cat. Then, without further ado, lights, camera, don't get yourself killed. Thanks, Cat. Appreciate that. Always looking out for me. I found Scarlet in the same place I met her. She was engrossed in a book with a pile of books next to her. They looked worn, as if they had been read over and over through the years. Hey there, Scarlet. What you reading? Hi, Taco. Just an old fairy tale. Really? I'm surprised you'd read something that would throw science out the window. I'm a woman of varied tastes. I quite like these stories, especially this one. Which one are you reading? I'm gonna guess... Part of me thinks it could be any story, it could be any fairy tale, but I'm gonna guess Sleeping Beauty. Oh, well, of course it's the Princess of Aberanda. Everybody loves the Princess of Aberanda. Really, it's silly. I doubt you'd be interested in. Try me. I smiled at her. She smiled back at me in kind. Okay, I don't see why not. Oh, it's a little manga. There's a young girl, Nera, who is the princess of the kingdom of Averanda, which was far, far away from civilization. Unlike other princesses before her, she had no time for politicking or parties. She spent all her time building all sorts of gadgets for her family and her friends. Like a robot dog that would eat vegetables that they didn't want to eat. Oh, I gotta try my hand at this sometime. Scarlet giggled like a child. Nero has a blissfully happy childhood. She even falls in love with a commoner named Aloria. Though her kingdom would never approve of their relationship, Nera and Aloria never failed to see each other in secret, every night by the crooked trees in the western forests. But those days don't last. One day her mother the queen is taken by a witch, never to be seen again, and Nera is forced to become queen at the age of 16. In her mother's absence, Nera does her best to lead the kingdom, and for years, it prospers. She's like no other leader they've had before. But secretly, she wants to leave. As queen, she has no more time for the things or people that she loved with all her heart. She cries every night alone. But she knows she can't. Too much responsibility falls on her, heavy as the head that wears the crown, as they say. Then one day, Nera is cursed by the same witch that took her mother and forgets everything. Her name, her family, her kingdom. Oh god. Well, alright. Now we know why she likes the book so much. Everything, except for Aloria, and the desire to leave. And so she leaves, and no one in the village ever sees her again. I won't bore you with the rest of the story, but thanks for listening till now. Aw, come on. Believe me, Scarlet, I want to hear this to the end. Especially because you like it so much. I looked deep in her eyes, and I could tell just how much she loved this story. Well, there's really not much left, but... Well, Nera and Aloria live a wonderful life in a neighboring kingdom for many years. But one day, she remembers everything and rushes home, worrying for her people. When she gets there, she sees her people have been ruled by the very same witch who took her memory, and that her people no longer prosper the way they did under her rule. In anger, Nera confronts the witch on the border of Averanda. The witch takes off her cowl, revealing herself to be Nera's mother, the Lost Queen. Nera's mother gives her an ultimatum. She can return to ruling the kingdom, but she can never leave again, or she can leave now and never come back. And that's where the story ends. You never get to know which choice Nera makes. That's quite the cliffhanger. I want to know what happens next. Believe me too. I'm curious, what would you do in Nera's shoes? I mean, according to my homeboy Spock, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. So I guess I'd stay in the kingdom. I think I'd stay. Why is that? I mean, I can't just let my people suffer like that. But I would never let Aloria go. I'd find a way to make it work. You're a real romantic, aren't you? I've loved this story ever since I've lost my memories. I'm sure I don't have a kingdom or anything, but sometimes you wonder, you know? Yeah, I get the same things too. That's just life, you know? You just have to keep moving forward. Yeah, you're right. I'm really happy that you're the one I get to move forward with, Taco. Me too, Scarlet. There's no one else I'd rather be with. Right here, right now. And speaking of right now, there's somewhere I want to bring you. Where's that? I'll give you a hint. I've been thinking about this place ever since you mentioned that you love fairy tales. Oh my gosh, there's turtles down here! Turtles! She was practically dancing around the room, taking in all the sights. It was impossible not to smile. I figured the Ocean Palace just might be your thing. Scarlet practically jumped onto me and squeezed the light out of me in a deathly bear hug. This is wonderful, Taco. Thank you so much. You've made everything so special in ways I honestly couldn't believe. But you did it. And this is just the beginning, Scarlet. We're in this together. I held Scarlet and kissed her on the lips. It was like an explosion of passion had set me on fire as she kissed me back and wrapped her arms around me. Always. We looked deep into each other's eyes. Then, in a split second, the room became pitch black. I couldn't even see my hand. Oh no, not again. I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face, much less Scarlet. Taco, looks like there's a blackout. Scarlet held my hand tight. Maybe she was afraid of the dark. I didn't have a chance to respond before I heard a rush of footsteps coming towards us in the dark. Something isn't right. Oh no. We were surrounded. A familiar voice cut through the short silence of me holding my breath. I'm sorry, Taco. You just didn't make the cut. We've got to get out of here. Just make it quick, please. I could hear the woman that voice belonged to walk away. I dashed from the table, pulling Scarlet along with me. What's going on? Who are... Just come with me. We've got to get out of... I didn't even make 5 steps before I was tackled down and cuffed behind my back. Taco! I screamed for her to run, but they made sure no sound could escape as they pinned me to the ground. Scarlet, you've got to run! Get out of here! It was no use. Even though she was just a few feet away, I was powerless to get an inch closer. They tackled her to the They tackled her down in a second. I heard the clink of the cuffs as they dragged her away. I struggled with everything I had to get up, to save her, to run, for what felt like an eternity. Then, nothing. Oh boy. I woke up bobble 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 bow 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 bow. That's good wisdom. I woke up on an operating table, the kind you'd see in a nightmare. Shut up, Microsoft Defender. My first instinct was to get up and get off of it as fast as possible, but my both of my necks, hands and legs were cuffed and pinned down in thick metal braces. I tried to force myself out with all my strength, but the braces didn't do so much as budge. Morning, Taco. What's going on, Cat? Get me out of here. I'm afraid I can't do that. And honestly, I'm getting tired of explaining why. Let's just speed this along, shall we? What are you talking about? She placed some kind of helmet on my head. I tried to avoid it, but the brace around my neck made it impossible to maneuver. Please, Cat, don't do this. I could hear the hum of a massive generator turning on behind me. She raised her hand, revealing a trigger switch with a single red button. See you soon, Taco. She pressed it. The curtain closes. You're taking your bow. And when you lift your head, I can see you clearly for the first time. It's you. The one I've been waiting all this time to see. The one who made me dream of a life together far from this island. You've been right by your bow. You've been right. Oh my gosh, you've been right by me all this time. Tomorrow's the day, Taco. You nervous? Who wouldn't be? You've got a point. She reached for my hand and held it tightly. You okay? You sure we should be doing this? I don't want you to be punished just because I want to get out of here. Hey, Cat. We've always been a team, you and me. No matter what, we're in this together. Thanks, Taco. How did things come to this? The escape failed. I've been surrounded, beaten, shot, betrayed. The love of my life. She shot me. I'm bleeding out rapidly. I try my best to slow the bleeding, but it's no use. What did you do to her? I choked out every last word. I didn't do anything. You were too busy making hard eyes as Cat here to see where her true loyalties lied. I'm sorry, Taco, but it's true. I don't understand. Why don't you tell him, dear? Damien is my father. I knew you were planning something the moment you came to this island. But you didn't trust me enough to tell me what exactly it was. So, I became close to you and told you just what you wanted to hear. And then you told me everything I needed to know. As soon as you told me your plan, there was no way you were ever going to escape from this island. Why are you saying this? Now that's my girl. You really are my daughter. Why? I love that look on your face, Taco. You know, you've got an expression that would be perfect for my next show. And it just so happens we've got an opening just for you. It's no use. I've lost too much blood. The world turned dark. This is the end of the beginning. Keep him alive. Taco! You might think I'm showing you mercy, but believe me, by the end of this, You're going to wish that I just let Cat kill you. Why? Why, Cat? Why would you? I barely have time to breathe before the waves pull me under once more. Where am I? I'm underwater? It's so cold and dark. I try to move, but I'm so tired. It takes all my strength to reach my hand out forward. It feels like glass. I'm trapped in some kind of tank. I want to sleep for just a... Is someone there? I can feel somebody's presence. I open my eyes and I can see. Hang on just a little longer, Taco. Who are you? The woman in front of me looked at me with pity. Hit the glass. I hit the glass with what little strength I have. You're awake! I'm so glad, but you're gonna wish you were asleep for this next bit, trust me, and sorry in advance. She moved towards some kind of terminal next to my tank and pressed a button. As if on cue, it was as if every nerve in my body was set on fire. I screamed and thrashed around, but it did nothing to alleviate the pain. Oh, will you look at that? Looks like our little hero's got some life left in him. You know, Taco, you're in luck. Usually, I just kill you for this. But a new opportunity's opened up, and I think you'd be the perfect fit. I'm sorry, Taco, but it's true. I don't understand. Why don't you tell him, dear? Damien is my father. Always the hero, aren't you, Taco? You should be more worried about yourself. You knew the rules. If you try to escape the island, you die. It didn't have to be like this, but you... I'm done talking. Goodbye, Taco. Hold on just a little longer, Taco. She looked away from me as if she had heard something. What? I couldn't tell. Shit, they're almost here. We're running out of time. Oh, I'm sorry, Taco. I won't be able to give you back all your memories, but this will have to be enough. She pressed another button on the terminal. I've got to run back to my tank, or they'll know something's up. She pressed her hand against the glass. Hold on a little longer, okay? I'll get us out of here. Am I gonna have to do another loop? The pain. It stopped. The world turned dark. I've been here before. I'm Taco. I'm on some kind of dating show. Find love or die trying? Allie, she helped me. I've got to find her. I am turning into William Shatner. You're up early. Most people around here usually need a little more time to wake up. Cat. I remember now. I tried to escape this island with her. She pretended to be my lover. She betrayed me and shot me too. She's the reason why I'm trapped here. It's only fragments I can remember, but I remember enough to know that she's bad news. We've done this song and dance over and over, more times than I can count by now. I've been in love with and chosen Allie, Scarlet, Tara, Violet, and Yui. Each of them, countless times. Am I a bad person? Come to think of it, I can't remember what happened before the show started either. I need to find Allie, but first, for the problem at hand. If I want to get out of here, I can't let Cat know that I remember what's happened before. There we go. Gotta play dumb. Sorry, who are you? Will she buy it? Walk with me. There's a lot to get you up to speed on. The name's Cat. I'm the producer for a new show, Find Love or Die Trying. And what's your name? I don't remember. Looks like it's the same beginning as usual. Learn about the killer dating show's rules. Meet the girls before the show starts. Yui, I don't remember meeting you before this show, but I'm glad I got to meet you again. It's impossible not to feel happier when I see your smile. You'd think that the staff would have learned to cook better by now. There's so much more to you than the show. There's so much more to you than you show the world, Violet. Scarlet, you're still hiding that you're reading that magazine with another book. It brings a smile to my face every time. I think I know what happened to you now. You still have no idea what you got into, Tara. Killer dating show or not. I'd love to see the way you see the world. And finally, Allie. You never gave up on getting us out of here, even after all this time. Howdy, Taco. I hear you're the suitor. Care to join me for a jog? There's a place in the forest I'd love to go for a run around with you. It'd be my pleasure. We went for a jog, exchanging banter like we'd always done when we met each other. The second we got to the unrecorded area of the forest, her smile faded. I'm glad you got the hint, Taco. You haven't given yourself away to anyone yet, right? No, I haven't. As far as Kat knows, I don't remember anything as usual. Sweet. I knew I was right to help you first. Really, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. I've got to ask, how did you escape the tank in the first place? Honestly, I got lucky. Usually the tank knocks me out right away, but the last time, I think something must have bugged out. I saw my chance and took it. Anything's better than being stuck here forever. I'm sorry I couldn't get all your memories back. Don't worry about it, Allie. All I could ask for is a fighting chance, and you gave that to me. Don't mention it. I mean, duh, I'm hands down the MVP. Anyway, it's about time I tell you the truth, Taco. I'm from the Resistance. You can think of us as a covert group of concerned citizens. We're concerned citizens, and we want to make sure that the other citizens of this proud city are in good hands with Allstate. Concerned citizens who have a few bones to pick with the world's current management. And those bones are their necks. Joking aside, we are fighting a war here. That war will be won with information. Information that lives on this island, and only here. There was no way that we could have ever found this place, not by conventional means. But then we found out about the show. And so they sent you here. Actually, I volunteered. Believe me, the other ones didn't want me to, but I knew I had to. I was the one with the least to lose. Allie. It was pretty easy getting in, all things considered. All I had to do was write a report to label me as suspicious of conspiring against the government, take a few cute selfies, and boom, I was flown here. Didn't go too great since then, though. But that was when I was a lone wolf. I got you now. And we'll get out of here together. Sounds good to you? Sounds like a plan. I haven't even told you the plan yet. But since you're this excited, let's get right to it. There's two things we need to do. One, we need to bring the other girls' memories back. We won't be able to get their trust or work with them till we do. And we'll need their help for part 2. And what's that? 2, we need to get the fuck out of here. Sounds about right. Easier said than done, though. It's gonna take a hell of a lot of setup and coordination. There's a small army of armed and trained staff tasked with keeping us here, not to mention us needing a way off the island. I'll figure it out as we go, but for now, how about you go on a date with Scarlet today? I can do that, but how does that relate to getting us out of here? I'd tell you, if I thought you could be a better actor. Believe me, you'll know why later. Anyway, let's head back to the mansion. We don't want Cat to start looking for us. Sounds good to me. You're really something, you know? That's putting it lightly. Taco, there you are. Sorry, I got carried away exploring the island. Gotta be careful around Cat. I know exactly what she's capable of firsthand. Is that so? Well, it's no harm, but you'll have a whole week to explore, you know? You'll get one date with each one of the girls for the first 5 days. This game is considerably longer than I thought it was going to be, especially since, most of the reviews I read said the game was relatively short. And I'm like, granted, this game is also probably longer because of moments like this right here, where, you know, I do have a habit of going on tangents, but that's also just kind of a streamer thing in general. Like, especially with a game that I can step away from, and I don't have to pause it, I don't have to break from an action. This is a very easy type of game for me to just kind of take a moment and just kind of talk and chat. But no, I have to agree. I kind of thought this was going to be like a 2-part thing and done. Oh, owie, belly, why? Oh, that was a horrible gas cramp. But it's okay. It worked itself out. But no, actually, to an extent, I'm actually kind of happy with the length of the game. I was really kind of hoping... there wasn't going to be a third loop. I was kind of hoping that going on the date with Scarlet at the end was going to, like, give the necessary information to, like, start breaking the cycle. So when it went black, I was like, oh shit, here we go again. But now I'm seeing, like, okay, it is kind of breaking the cycle now. Plus we've got a little more backstory going into the third loop, and we've actually got some, like, control of our memories and a little more, you know, background knowledge about what's really happening. So the pacing's actually kind of good, technically. But I mean, I can still definitely understand the thought that the game being longer than you thought it was going to be. Because, like I said, I kind of had the same feeling. And then the final ceremony, where you propose to one of the girls. I still haven't even gotten to do that yet. That sounds like the perfect amount of time to figure out if we're meant together. You'd be surprised. Anyway, let's get the show on the road. So, who do you want to spend today's date with? Scarlet. There's just something about her, you know? I was really hoping it was going to give me, like, the multiple choice. I was probably still I was going to do, like, a save state and pick not Scarlet. I was really hoping it was going to give me the option to pick somebody else. But I guess we're in the scripted part of the game now. I found Scarlet inside the library, the place I'd most often meet her for the first time. She always looked so happy when she was reading. It did the heart good to try to make her smile in the same way when I talked with her. We became fast friends again. The similarity of our situations might have played a part in that. Still, I'm not sure why Allie insisted in me going on a date with Scarlet today. Sure, getting her memories back will be a huge win, but... Hey, Scarlet, Taco. I'm glad you're safe. Things are going crazy out there. What's happening? I know it sounds crazy, but there's a horde of zombies outside. The Brothers 5 and a whole lot of our behind-the-scenes help went crazy and... Scarlet, you did this, didn't you? Wait, what? I've been here the whole time with Taco. I couldn't have. I've never heard of anything like this. Wait, what? I can vouch for her. We've both been here since our date started. Well, either way, I bet you can create a cure for it, no? I mean, I probably could, but I'd need my equipment. I'm not sure why, but I can't find it anywhere. Oh, it's minigun time, baby. Ba-da-da-da-ya, da-da-da-da-ya. Prepare your anuses, too. Yeah, download Puzzles and Survival now. Get to Headquarter Level 5. Attacky a zombie, layery, and an alliancey, and get a 5-star hero-y with me to support the stream.
Do it. Do it, or we will not save anime girls.
Follow me. You can use our lab. Why did I read that at first as you can use our orb? We followed Kat to the games room. Kat put her hand against the wall of the games room, revealing a hidden trapdoor. She walked in and beckoned for us to follow. We walked down spiraling stairs for who knows how long. I lost track more than a few times. I remember this place. You should have everything you need in this room to make a cure. Just don't go snooping around. This lab belongs to R&D, and we could all get in trouble if you do. Actually, this place doesn't have everything I need. What else do you need? To build a cure, I'm gonna need some sample of whatever this is. I need a live specimen. I'm sure you can help with that, Taco. I've got, some editing that needs my attention. You got this. And just like that, she was gone. If it makes you feel better, I'll help you catch somebody. You sure? If you're the only one who can make the cure, then it might be better for you to stay back. No thanks. There's no way I'm letting you out there alone. I don't want you to think I'm weird, but I've just got this feeling that I'd be pretty good at collecting unwilling zombie specimens. That is weird, but in this case, she's absolutely correct. Some memories must be intact, even if they're kept below the surface. Well, let's get on with this. We went back up to the surface. Everywhere we looked was overrun by zombies. We wouldn't stand a chance against the group, so we spend the day trying to split them up, as well as searching for lone wolves. Brains! Bananas! We're in luck! We've got an isolated sample! How are we supposed to bring him in, though? One bite and we're finished. I've got just the thing. Scarlet pulled out a pair of brass knuckles. Thwack! Where did you even get that? Is that really important right now? You mind looking the other way for a second? It's embarrassing. Sure, Scarlet. I turned around. Brains! Bananas! I hope your health insurance covers this. Thwack. Blech. Once more, with feeling. Thwack. Are we the bad guys? We dragged him back to the mansion, paying careful attention to not run into any more of the zombies running amok. Scarlet opened the hidden trapdoor in the games room, and I pulled 4's unconscious body in. Oh, fuck! My hand slipped, causing 4's body to tumble down the stairs. Bonk, bonk, bonk. He just kept going and going, like a human slinky. I know, I'll get him. Better get him quick, or we're not going to have a live specimen. Luckily, I managed to catch him pretty quickly. We put him on the operating table for Scarlet to analyze. Interesting. What's up, Scarlet? This virus, it's pretty clear it's man-made. Even more interesting is it looks like something I would make. Not that I've ever made zombie viruses, Taco. Yes, you have. It's kind of cute how you try to hide it. Cat, you there? Weird. I thought Cat was supposed to be able to hear us from anywhere on the island. Maybe there's no microphones all the way down here. I guess so. I was going to tell her we've got the cure now. Sweet. Great work, Scarlet. You bet I did. We administered the cure to 4, then went back upstairs together. Cat, you there? What's up, Scarlet? I've been waiting for hours for you guys. You two done yet? We've got the cure now. We'll need your people's help to administer it. We'll be right on it. Lay low for now. We're coming to get you. In the meantime, Taco, how about you tell me about yourself? It'd be my pleasure. With Cat's help, we managed to quell the zombie plague with just enough time left in the day for a lovely dinner with Scarlet. After that, I went for a night walk with Allie to somewhere safe from prying eyes. I'm sorry. Sometimes in life, you don't get a minigun again. You know what I mean? Sometimes the game has gone all wonky, you know? That whole situation was changed. So it's very interesting seeing that. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing that I do find a little interesting as I wiggle everything on my table. So this keeps happening over and over and over again. And not only is it happening over and over again, like in theory it's being broadcasted. So my question is, why are people watching like the same broadcast over and over again? Like, no matter how these dates play out, they all are playing out the same way, I guess. Like, the zombie event is supposed to happen, but why would they want it always to happen? Like, what's the reasoning behind wanting the same event to always happen? That's the one thing I don't get. That technically doesn't make for very good TV. You should buy a girl dinner before you murder her in the woods, you know. I think I found the way to bring the others' memories back. You found their lab, didn't you? Pretty much. Sweet. I wasn't sure how to get back there after they shipped us out of there, so that's a huge win. So, where is it? There's a secret trap door in the games room. You just have to press a hidden panel in the wall. That said, how are we supposed to get in without being seen? There's cameras everywhere. And Scarlet and I were only allowed to enter because of the whole pandemic. Excuse me. Don't you worry about that. I've got an inside man. 4's going to be helping us override a few cameras and microphones in the mansion with old recordings. 4? That way, we can get in and stay inside long enough to get their memories back, without raising any sort of fuss. The brother that we KO'd today down the stairs? What's that look for? I'm surprised he's still standing after today, to be honest. I wouldn't work with people who go down that easy. Was 4 always working with you? Nope, never till now. But we can't afford to refuse his help. I've had to prove he's trustworthy. Don't worry, you can count on him. Alright, if you say so. Yeah, because I have not had anything terrible happen by somebody saying trust in me. Yeah, it's gone well so far. Anyway, we have everything we need for the first part of the plan. Up for a trip down memory lane together? Sounds like a plan. You guys have to see this. Trust me. Allie put her hand against the secret panel. A second later, the wall parted to reveal the winding staircase Ford became intimately and repeatedly familiar with. Did Allie prove Ford's trust? Or after his little trip on... Wait. Did Allie prove Ford's trust before or after his little trip on the stairs? Whoa, you guys found my secret spot already? I'm sorry, what? I found this place this morning. I sat near the top of the stairs and played for a while. It was more fun to play in the dark. Hold me back, Taco. Allie explained the whole situation as we walked down the stairs. Sure enough, they were skeptical. Except for Scarlet. Okay, your story makes a little more sense when you come down here. We walked towards the machines in a mixture of awe and fear. The markings on this machine. My father's company made these. Why? They didn't. Not my baby. I'm sorry, everyone. I wish what I had to say wasn't true, but it is. I don't know why we're being kept here, but why they film the show over and over. But I know that if we don't escape and fast, they're gonna kill us sooner or later. Taco and I are going to do our very best to make sure all of us get out of here alive. But why is it playing like Skinamax music all of a sudden? This is the music that plays when the Lorenzo Lamas character gets the hot chick back to the hotel room, and they have the weird grinding in the bed, and you get to see just the top of the butt crack of Lorenzo Lamas, and just way too much obligatory topless shots of the woman, and it goes on for way too long. This is exactly that music. But to do that, I need y'all to trust me. Trust you with what? I need y'all to trust me enough to step back into the tanks that kept y'all in. For us to escape, we need all of us to have our memories back. Otherwise, y'all won't trust us enough. I'd have to be quite foolish to step into this tank because someone said so. Violet, you can trust her. Excuse me? I know she's telling the truth about this machine, because I built this. Allie, this isn't the first time we've met, is it? No, it isn't. We've got to know each other quite a few times by now. It's a strange feeling. On one hand, this is horrible. On the other hand, I'm glad that my machine works. Maybe one day we'll put it to use the way it should be. Alright, I'll trust you. We just walk back into the machine? Thank you, Violet. I know it'd be difficult to trust me, so I appreciate it. There's a machine that should have your name on it. Go into it, and then Taco and I'll start the reversal process. I do hope this works. It should, but it might hurt a bit. Do spare me from the details, please. Scarlet and Violet walk to their respective machines. I don't really get it, but I trust you, Taco. And besides, I got a big thing for things made out of metal. They're like mecha. I guess? Is this going to hurt? It won't hurt. Oh, I can't lie. I can't lie to Yui. It is. I'm sorry, Yui.
Don't be, Taco. I'm happy you wouldn't lie to me. It makes me even more sure to trust you.
Okay, good. I did good.
Here we go, Yui. Let's do this.
All right, they're in the tanks. Let's do this, Taco. On it. I'm surprised we didn't do Scarlet first and then just have her help, but even if it was necessary for all of us, their screams from the reversal process were almost more than I could take. Allie and I covered our ears as Violet, Scarlet, Yui, and Terra remembered years of memories in a matter of minutes. After doing all this, we better be getting out of here. Violet, Scarlet, Yui, and Terra stepped out of their tanks after what must have felt like hours to them. Guys, you okay?
This probably isn't the time to mention it, but I made a bet with Four about what would happen when they got their memories back.
What did you bet?
I'm gonna watch from a safer distance, if you don't mind.
If looks could kill, the girls that had just gotten out of the tanks would have killed me several times over. They ran to me yelling and screaming. You 5-timing little cheater. Wait, I can explain. Too late. They were on me like hyenas. Ah! Now that we've all calmed down, how about we go over the escape plan?
It better be good, Allie.
For your sake, Taco.
Out with it, then.
Alright, listen up. Over the next hour, Allie explained her plan from start to finish. Trust me, it's the best we got. If this is our plan, we're doomed. Congrats, Taco. You made it to day 2. You really gave our audience a run for their money yesterday with Scarlet. And that's before we got the zombies involved, believe it or not. I'm glad to hear that. You think you'll choose Scarlet at the end of this? It's too early to say. I figure it's best to make things seem uncertain as possible, and not to get too focused on any one girl. Kat said that getting low ratings during the show could end up with him shutting it down early. If that happened this time, then game over. The only reason why we're able to make these moves right now is because Allie's machine glitched out. Who knows if we'd ever happen again. There's no room for error. Too early to say right now, but she's definitely up there, Kat. I like the sound of that. But you know what I like even more? Drama. And what better way to start that fire than a full day date with another woman? If it ain't broke. So, who's it gonna be? Have you noticed that there's only one room in the mansion that's locked? Nope, not even a bit. Really? It's right by the games room. It's not the hidden one. I'm starting to understand why you've been stuck here all this time. I was snooping around at night looking for snacks when I saw Kat open it, using a black key that she kept on a key ring in her pocket. It's definitely a master key. I've seen her use the same key both in the mansion as well as on other buildings. Sounds like it'd be pretty good to get our hands on that. Exactly. If you get me that key for even a minute, I can make a mold out of it so we can use it as a duplicate. I'm betting that would be pretty helpful for getting us out of here, to put it lightly. That's awesome. But wouldn't Kat notice her master key gone missing? You're absolutely right. Especially if you or I try to take it. I'm feeling a butt coming on. But it won't be you or I taking it. Tomorrow, I have to take Yui on a date. Let me go get Yui. By the end of tonight, you'll both understand why it has to be you two. I'd say sounds like a plan, but I have no idea what's going on. Okay. Trust me, Taco. When have I been wrong? I could list every single date we'd been on as evidence. Those don't count. It's already 11 o'clock and we're not even at the... I was really kind of hoping I was going to power through this. Alright, so I think what we're going to have to do, unfortunately, is we're going to have to go ahead... We're going to have to stretch this out one more time. I was really kind of hoping to get this finished out tonight, but the City Hunter movie is an hour and a half long, so we're looking at wrapping up right now, and then we're looking at about a 12:30 stop time. So I'm gonna save again because that's what we do. Alright, so I actually just want to go to the main screen, but that's okay. That's okay. So yeah, I guess that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for that. We're going to have one more. We're going to have one more for this stream. Watch. There's only going to be like 10 more minutes of the game or something, just because I bailed out on it. It's like, did I bail out too soon? Who knows? Did people bail out with water buckets back then? I was going to make some sort of joke, and I couldn't think of anything, so I apologize profusely there. But yeah, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up there. We're going to go ahead and switch over to our watch-along for the night, which I guess is City Hunter Goodbye My Darling full movie English dub. Like I said, I've never watched anything City Hunter aside from the live action film starring Jackie Chan. So I am definitely interested in checking this out. This was recommended by DepShep, as always, and it's actually working now. The Discord link on both the About page and typing !Discord. That Discord link now works for the invite, so if you want to join the Discord, if you haven't, talk about anime we want to watch or games we want to play, anything of that nature, it's a good link to do it. That's where I'm probably the easiest to reach, because I'm pretty miserable at following through on stuff on social media. So, yeah, that's going to wrap it up for that for tonight. And we're going to go ahead and switch over to our watch-along now.